Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another game of Total War Warhammer. I am the strategy professor. We're going to be playing a multiplayer game. We're going to be playing the Greenskins again. I just noticed one of my commenters mentioned that there is actually a leaderboard, and I had forgotten that for Total War Warhammer. And when I looked at the leaderboard, I realized I have actually beaten this guy who's number 2 before. I've played against him or her. I suppose it's Queen of Sex Slave, so I guess it's probably a she. That would make sense. Yeah, I've beaten her before. If you look at my mild spoiler, I guess, so if you don't want to know which episode I beat her, go ahead and just fast forward 30 seconds. Okay? Okay. I beat her in the 11th Dwarf episode. It was a really good match. It was one of the best matches that I've ever had in online, but I did beat her. So that made me start thinking, well, I think I can beat other people as well. I'm pretty sure I've played against Anthrax and 2 Tampax as well. I don't remember if I beat this person or lost to this person, but I'm pretty sure I beat them. And I've played against numerous people, I think, that are up near the top of this list. So I feel like I can get up there. Now, my position is I have 22 wins, and I just lost one recording, and I did have like 36,000 something rating. So I think you get a lot more for wins rather than losses. I don't have a ton of games. I would probably like 22 and 10 or something, maybe something like that. But I would really like to try to get to this top ranking. So if I only have 22 wins and I'm already 35,000, if the top player is only at 65,000. Now I'm not sure if this levels off after you play so many games. You start getting less and less ranking. I'm not sure how that works, but I want to give it a go. I want to see how high I can get. It would be really cool if I could at least crack the first page. I think it would be very good publicity for the channel, and then I would have a theme for the channel, like, trying to, like, the road to rank 1 or something like that, if I was trying that. So I want to try it out, and I think the Greenskins are going to give me the best shot, so let's go ahead and get in here. Now, I am still going to play other factions as well. Go ahead and go back to customization and change a couple of things around. So I tried running 3 of these guys to get serious, and it's just not enough damage, I don't think. So I'll just run 2 of them. I like them for the flanking. They are kind of resilient, but they do run really early. They only have 55 leadership, and if they get surrounded, then it's pretty easy to beat them up. So we'll just leave them up in the air for now. And yeah, whatever, let's just go to the battles. Get a quick battle in here, and we'll figure it out. The Greenskins are one of the most complex and versatile factions out there, so all of their units individually are not typically as strong as their counterparts in other factions, but they have a lot of synergies of different units, and they have a lot of counters to enemy units, so you really need to play them accordingly. I just played against the Beastmen. It wasn't a particularly good game. I think I got stomped. So I'm not going to put that on the channel, but I think against the Beastmen, you really, really want a lot of anti-large, so I really wanted more biggins, and I just didn't have it. So we'll see what they decide to go with here. Are they really going with Bretonnians? Bretonnians, I also want biggins, and I want to get off my flying mount if they're going to do Bretonnians, because I don't want to get hosed like I did in a past game. Okay, he's really doing Bretonnians. Alright, so he's probably going to expect me to go large, so I do want some black orcs. I do like these. I have 900 something to play with. I don't need as many Goblin Knight Archers. They're okay. One of them, and let's go for, I do like having 2 Doom Divers. Maybe that's wrong. Get rid of that and go for 3 biggins, or 4. Let's go for 4 normal biggins. I like that. So we have a Doom Diver that might give us artillery superiority. I'm not sure. It's possible. And then we have a really good anti-cav here lineup with use Biggins because they get a bonus versus large. Now, it's not much of a bonus. It's only like, 8 or something. It's entirely possible that I should have run, like, Orc Big and Boar Boys or something, but I wouldn't get as many of them. And those get countered by spears and men-at-arms. So, Biggins, they don't really have a good answer to Biggins, I think. I mean, we'll see. But Biggins and the Black Orc should basically be able to just pound through their infantry front line. And then I've got a little bit of poison with the Night Elves and with the 2 Spider Rider Goblins, just for some utility. Anti-air with the Goblins. Now, I could get hosed by an air strategy like I did earlier. It's possible that I should run more than 1 battalion of goblins. So maybe I should have gotten rid of, like, one of the Biggins and run 2 more units of just normal goblin archers instead of the night goblin archers. Because it is entirely possible, because with Leon Kerr, they can hose you with flying. It has happened to me, and it's extremely frustrating. As long as I preserve these, I think it'll be okay. I think we can win. So I want to put these up front. How far do they shoot? They don't really shoot into them, but if they are really close to the front, then I should be able to take them on. Okay, so I'll put them with my normal infantry. These are my special ops against horses. My cavalry. Spellcaster, and this guy is just sort of there. He's probably just gonna hide, honestly. He's just kind of my insurance policy in case they have a lot of flying units. So I want all of these back here. I don't want to be close to the front because I don't want the trebuchets to hit me. I need to split these guys up too. He's just kind of in the middle. I really missed micro the last fight, but trying to get to rank 1, I'm really going to try to micro well and just really step my game up. I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of mistakes still, but if I can beat the number 2 person, it just gives me a lot of confidence that I feel like I can actually move up, because I never thought I would really have a chance at getting high on that leaderboard, because I just thought it would be, Koreans, professional gamers, things like that, but I think there's a lot of room, obviously a lot of wiggle room. I'm not sure if you have to spam 1,000,000 games to get that or not, but if I can just win a lot of games, I think I'll be okay. I don't want to rush this guy though, I don't want to be rude. But I'll give him like 1 more minute, and if he's not ready, then I'll press it. I think this should be a pretty powerful army. I could have potentially gone for some Wolf Riders to try to disrupt any archers that he has. I am a little bit soft to archers. If he has a lot of bowmen. I can get back there with these though, and deal with them a little bit. These aren't really that expensive. If they die, it's not a huge deal, and they should be able to tank a decent amount because I've got double potions on them.
I'll kill the lava!
Why is it giving me such a huge... Oh, it tells me their troop count. I didn't realize that. Huh. I mean, it should be the same, like, amount of money worth of troops, though. So if you just joined me for the first time, I just run Sneaky Stabbin', Itchy Nuisance. Do check out the first Greenskin video. I explain a lot of kind of what I think some of the strategic possibilities are with the Greenskins for the first 15 minutes or so before I actually play the game. Then I have timestamps, of course, if you just want to see the game. But Orc, there's a lot of okay, I'm pressing it. I mean, this guy's gonna. This has been like 5 minutes. I don't know if he's like running across the street or something to grab a drink, or if he's like I had to do a drug deal, or I have no idea what's going on. There's a fire in his apartment. I don't know, but it feels like it's been a long time. Maybe it hasn't.
Here we go.
But, I mean, it feels like we've been sitting here chilling for at least 3 to 5 minutes. So hopefully this is a good game. I mean, if he just never shows up or something, then... I guess we'll just get a win. I mean, I just won't post it up, I guess, if he doesn't show up.
Where's the scrap?
I gave him a ton of time, so I don't really feel that bad about it.
You first.
Okay.
Let's scrap. Let's fight.
What does he have? Is it a bunch of archers? Is this like a troll game or something? Are there like some... I mean, there have to be cavalry somewhere, right? That's not 18,000 gold worth of units. I mean, he has them arranged in a formation. That's not random. What does that say? Does it say something? Is it like a happy face? It's like a... It looks like a ghost from, Mrs. Pac-Man or something. I don't know what that is. Dude's just trolling or what? Is this a new thing? I don't know about. Alright, well. We're gonna fan out and sandwich him then. I mean, maybe that's legit. I have no idea what to expect here. I mean, he can't be hiding cavalry anywhere, right? Because, I mean, there's nowhere to hide. I mean, I'm gonna take it seriously. I don't know what's going on. I've lost games by not taking them seriously, so... I feel like there's no way that's... Does he have like a ton of heroes there? I mean, all you can field with 4 heroes, I'm pretty sure. He's got 1. This damsel. He's just gonna cast a spell here on the Doom Diver. Is that what the game is? Okay, I'll buy it.
The Black Hawks will win. Come on, then. What a blaster! Show us the enemy.
I mean, it might be this person's like first game or something. I'm gonna feel really terrible if it is. I'm hoping that because there's a ranking system that there's like an elo or something. I don't really know, where it might just match up with random people. I really honestly don't know how it works. This person feels like he's either trolling or doesn't really know what's going on. There we go. this. I mean, I guess I'll post it up just because it's novel. I've never seen it before. It is kind of a stomp, so. I usually don't like posting up stomps because it's either way, if it's I'm stomping or they're stomping. But because it's just really weird, I'll post it. I mean, there might be a thing. I mean, the number 2 person, I am a sex slave or whatever it was, it ran a comp that was basically almost all Thunderers. So I guess there is a, you know, maybe there is a strategy with that. Something I feel like I do want a little bit more cavalry though. Like my army feels kind of slow, so I feel like I at least want some wolves or boars or something. Like not a lot, just maybe a little bit. I mean, these guys are pretty good for cavalry, but they don't have that same kind of shock, like boom value. So it is entirely possible that I should run more. I should run some boars or something with it. I'll try that out in the next. I don't know what I would take out. I mean, I guess the thing is I was scared of, you know, I didn't think I would be charging it. I thought they'd be charging into me. Like I thought they were going to have a lot of Knights of the Realm or something like that. So maybe 1 Doom Diver's appropriate. And then like 3 big uns and a boar. I think the boars are pretty cheap. I probably need more Night Goblins. So maybe only 3 Black Orcs, 3 big uns, maybe like a couple of boars. I could run Savage Boar Boys if I wanted to. Or at least just Orc Boar Boys. I do open myself up to Men-at-Arms with that, but it does give me a little more flanking power. This was just really weird, so it's hard to say like whether this was effective or not. But I felt really slow, like I couldn't capitalize on different situations. I mean, I do have 3 basically cavalry type of units. They just don't have the same kind of like charge power as something like boars would have. But okay, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of weird. It was kind of a stomp, but I hope you enjoyed kind of my musings about the ranking system and sort of what my new mission is, which is just to play Greenskins a lot, probably, to try to rank up. And then I will still play some of the other factions for fun. Or maybe into certain matchups, if I start learning certain matchups really well. I don't know what the Greenskins are bad against, honestly. I feel like they have the answer to almost everything. You just have to know what the answer is, and you have to be able to execute the game plan. I think all the tools are there. You just have to recognize and use them correctly. Empire is very similar. So, in terms of strength so far, from what I've observed, I think that the Greenskins are the strongest. It's either the Greenskins or the Empire the strongest right now. And who's kind of like the next tier down? I really actually liked Bretonnia quite a bit, because their missile units and their spear units are very undercosted, and their Knights of the Realm are very cheap compared to their units. Now they don't have a lot of versatility, but they do have just good cheap units, and you can get this damsel is like 300, and she has a pretty good, a pretty decent spell. But I just don't think they have the raw power of something like the Greenskins of the Empire, but they're still pretty good. Dwarves can be okay. I think they're still kind of troubled, mostly because none of their lords can get the potions, I don't think. Maybe the normal lord can, I can't remember. Chaos is, I like Chaos in certain matchups. I've completely steamrolled with Chaos, and I've completely gotten steamrolled when I've played as Chaos, so a lot of it just really depends on whether or not they can counter Forsaken. Beastmen, Jury's still out. Like, I've slaughtered Beastmen, and I've had a hard time against Beastmen. I did lose to the Beastmen as Greenskins just a little bit ago. I mean, those Gorbals are really hard to deal with when they have the 2 pots. They do serious damage. So, I mean, Beastmen might be another go-to faction that I think is kind of sleeper, really strong in multiplayer, because those Gorbals and Minotaurs are just so strong. That's how the guy beat me. He had 2 Cygors. He had 2 Cygors, I think 2 Gorbals, 2 battalions of Minotaurs, and just basically a bunch of Ungors. And he beat me down. So against Beastmen, you would definitely want to run a lot of Biggins to take out those Minotaurs. Biggins and poison units, like Biggins and Night Goblins, I think would be a good combo to take out Minotaurs. I think 1 battalion of Biggins with 1 battalion of Night Goblins would take out Minotaurs, with the poison debuff and just the raw numbers. But okay, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please check out the rest of my multiplayer games. They're a lot of fun. We have games for every faction. I am going to play a lot of Greenskins. As I said before, they're my highest win percentage. I've only lost, I think, 1 game with them. I'm like 4-1, 5-1, I can't remember. I don't post every game up to YouTube, but I'm definitely doing very well with them. And I like the feel of them. I feel like there's a lot of strategic variables to them. So even though I'm going to be playing the Greenskins a lot, I highly recommend just coming back and watching, because it's probably going to be a different game almost every time. At least based on the factions, you're probably going to get a slightly different game. So I think it's interesting and dynamic, even if I play the same faction quite a lot. But I will still play some Dwarf, Empire, stuff like that, as I said before. I just want to make my Greenskins my core, like, power leveling build here. And if you enjoy the multiplayer games, do check out the campaigns as well. We have legendary campaigns going for everything except for Chaos. So, and they're pure campaigns, which means that there's no auto-resolve abuse, there's no assassinating lords on the campaign map, there's no multi-sacking the same town over and over again early in the game to power level. It's a really good, clean campaign, and also we get into very tough fights on purpose a lot of the times just to help out with the viewing experience, to make it more entertaining, more exciting for you. We're still in a good place in the campaigns. We're not reckless to the point where we're going to lose the campaign, but I definitely like to mix it up and get into a bit of trouble just to keep it interesting from time to time. And we also have League of Legends content if you're interested in that. I try to play support all the way up to Diamond, getting a lot of followers there. It's a small community, but it's growing in the channel. And some of the Total War people have told me that, you know, they never thought they'd really like watching League of Legends, but they really like the way that I cast it, my sort of deep analytical approach to it. So check that out if you're interested. And that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly had a wonderful time broadcasting for you, and have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time.